So the carnivore diet is this. So I looked it up. I was doing some prep, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the general rule, or I guess the general rules for the carnivore diet would be organic meats, poultry, fish, eggs, bone marrow, butter, salt, pepper, water, bone broth, and then sauces are okay. Would you say is that a fair?
I would say to avoid, it depends on what sauces you're talking about.
Yeah, so they put a description there. Provided that they are only made with meat drippings mixed with butter, no binders such as flour.
Okay, yeah. And avoiding seed oils, that is like really, really key.
Why? So seed oils.
Seed oils are highly, highly inflammatory. We've been that is, that's something you'll want to get into where, a lot of people are known as conspiracy theorists because we've been taught and told that they are an unhealthy alternative to butter. That butter and ghee are fat, stay away from fat.
Yeah.
Canola oil and all these highly ultra processed seed oils are the healthy alternatives, when in fact nothing could be further from the truth. They're highly inflammatory and should be avoided at all costs.
Yeah, it's funny because one of the I didn't tell Matt that I was going to do this, but I was just like, hey, I'm going to fact check a lot of this stuff because when people watch this podcast, like, it's one thing to say things, it's another thing to just kind of like just double check some things because I want us both to learn today.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, it does look like seed oil. One of the key aspects of the seed oil debate, according to realsimple.com, seed oils are high-fat food, and they're higher in inflammatory fats. A label that we now generally understand that could be unhealthy. But these kind of fat oils, basically, they can hurt a lot of different things, a lot of scientific terms. But that's interesting. So they are an inflammatory fat. That is true. So the carnivore diet, I want to go back to that. Milk, cheeses, yogurt can also potentially be allowed. Mm-hmm. Things that are not allowed would be vegetables, fruits, seeds, nuts, breads, pastas, grains, and alcohol. All right. I mean, I guess I don't know if alcohol would be part of that or not, but that's what this website said. So let's say you go beef, salt, water. We go lion diet. Mm-hmm. The first question that I think I have and people ask is, well, doesn't the body need the nutrients found in things other than beef, salt, and water? Like, I'm not a scientist. I've been told that you eat your vegetables, you have the colorfulness on the plate, they have vitamin B, and all this crap. Like vitamin C's from your oranges, you have this from this. Where does your body get the nutrients needed on a diet like that?
Sure. I mean, quite simply from steak. I don't have the numbers with me or anything like that, but you could pull up like steak and say kale, which kale is an absolute sham, dude. But
I saw it was also man-made. There were like 4 different foods that are all derived from the mustard plant.
Okay.
So broccoli, kale, and a couple other. They're derived from different parts of the mustard plant. Some are derived from the stem, some are derived from the seeds, some are derived from the leaves. Interesting. That's what I had on the diagram. So don't quote me.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I've seen charts side by side, and people think, because you're eating broccoli or kale or a salad that you're getting these nutrients that the body needs, but you can get all that from steak. And another thing that I heard from one of these doctors, because these are, please don't take my word for it. Like, I follow doctors, that aren't getting paid by Big Pharma.
Yeah.
But yeah, these, all the stuff that your body needs, you can get in a steak. Because I mean, even carbohydrates, like your body doesn't need carbohydrate. Like I like carbs. So like, again, I'm doing animal based. So it's not like I'm like carb free or anything like that, but your body needs glucose and your body can make, turn animal fats into its energy source. Like your body now, like we run on carbohydrates, but your body doesn't need carbohydrates. It needs something for for it to make glucose, and it can make that out of animal fats. So Your muscles, from the research that I've done, your muscles will tend to grow slower. They grow fat. You know, if you're a bodybuilder or something like that, you know, they'll grow faster by implementing carbohydrates. But you don't necessarily need carbohydrates. So,
Dude, yeah, this is fascinating because I think when people hear carnivore diet, they initially think like that's a scam, like that's a sham, because they're like, that can't be healthy.
Sure.
You see people that are like, they have eggs and bacon and steak, like every male's dream of like, bro, like that's what I want. And they're like, there's no way this can be healthy. I mean, in a second, we're going to get into cholesterol. Because that's the first, I guess, health risk that people are like, there's no way. My doctor says my cholesterol is high as it is. He said stay away from red meats. And I wanted to make this little quick disclaimer. Like, Matt's a barber. I sell insurance.
We are not doctors.
And honestly, I don't have when I have people on this podcast, there's going to be some people I agree with, some people that I'm learning from, some people I disagree with. But the cool thing, what Matt's done is he's done a lot of research for himself and his body. And like the dude's lost weight. Yeah. Like, how much weight have you lost since you started this program? Like started this
well, like I said, I jumped on the Weight Watchers. The Weight Watchers. Okay. Lost. I got to about 230, and then I seen my weight, like it always does, creeping back up. Because I think it's important to note that, like how you just said, every man's dream, right? That is one of the most important things about the carnivore diet. Is like I'll have all these people coming up to me going, dude, you know, your posts, man, are just, they're so inspiring, and your stick-to-itiveness, you know, it's just so, and I'm like, dude, I eat steak and eggs and bacon. Yeah. Like it's not hard, but that is key, because that's why my weight was fluctuating, because I'm eating chicken breast and freaking broccoli and let's be honest, the bodybuilders out there, you don't like that stuff, man. That it sucks, you know? Steak and eggs and bacon, like it doesn't. It's steak and eggs and freaking bacon. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's all, so like your diet, and again, if you like my wife, Lauren, she doesn't, she's not a big meat person. So my advice to anybody that's wanting to get into shape is to find a diet or a lifestyle change, you know, because, you know, that the word diet is frowned upon, right? Yeah. That you don't hate, you know.
Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that clip. If you did enjoy that clip, please hit that like button and the subscribe button. It really helps the show out a lot. It just tells YouTube, hey, this is a show that people want to watch. So I'd appreciate it if you did that for me. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on the next clip.